Hey everyone, welcome back to your daily news for Battlefield 6. I'm your host Battlefield Central, and today we actually do have a lot of more information about Battlefield 6, from trailer teases to devs talking about Battlefield 6 to more Battlefield 6 information. Be sure to subscribe for more Battlefield 6 content. Let's try to reach 900 likes today. I really appreciate the support. The growth of this channel has been simply amazing, and we're on our way to 11K. So if you want to help that out, be sure to subscribe, leave a like, or a comment. That would be greatly appreciated. Right, so every single developer so far has posted something about Battlefield or their notebook, because it's really interesting. Also, he put in spaghetti there, and if you don't know what this is, why exactly did the TEASE developer who works at creator partnership at EA, I think it's really interesting because, you know, the last Battlefield 6 was actually spaghetti, and I'm really excited for the devs to show us what they have from home. So what exactly does this mean? This basically means that Battlefield 6 for its final year was made from home to its circumstances, of course. Is this good? For some people it's good, for some people it's bad. It's really how you look at it, but considering they did so much work from home, I think this is a great example of what needs to be made. Could be just a coincidence, but all of the TEASE developers have also posted about this specific notebook and that it's made from home, which is a huge thing. Just to add to that, the Battlefield trailer was actually insane. The growth was insane for it. It reached 22,000 likes. People actually replied to this. Also Jack Frags, Colibri, which posted a lot of Battlefield 6 facts, and Westy. So everyone that is huge basically replied to this, and everyone is aboard the hype train. Now, when exactly do I think the Battlefield 6 will be revealed? Now, before EA earnings conference call, which is the most possible scenario, this was like for every single Battlefield game, and that earnings call will be at May 11th. They also revealed Battlefield 5 in May 2018 before earnings call, so that my guess I would be that we can expect reveal at the 6th of May. But I can go a bit more deeper into this, and I feel like there's gonna be more news in the April because you want to hype up the community. So what you want to do is you want to drop a few teasers or a bit of information in April so they can get ready for May for the final reveal. And that is pretty awesome because I am guessing, and this is my guess, is we're gonna be seeing something from mid to late April, a teaser, a news post blog, but something for sure. So you should really stay on the line and subscribe for more content. Something we really haven't been hearing for some time is the SEED, Search for Extraordinary Experience Division. And what exactly is that? Well, it's basically advanced AI for all Battlefield games, all EA games, and reinforcement learning of EA and SEED is a solution to improve automated testing instead of using human play testing by reducing time and cost. So instead of really using humans to test your game, you're actually using robots or advanced AI. So for example, if there's 128 players, they can actually try that out, and if it crashes the server, well, then they have to fix that instead of 128 players in the server. Or machine learning has the potential to radically change the way to make the game, especially when testing. And I really do feel like he is referring to Battlefield here. Now, if we look at more pictures, is automatic testing is difficult, requires scripting of bots, human play testing is repetitive, costly, and time consuming. And why exactly when I'm telling you this? Well, because in the Battlefield tech demo, we also saw some kind of testing like this. So if you look at those soldiers, those were actually all AI. They were not humans, of course. And possible solution, they said, reinforcement learning, self-learning, adaptive, unpredictable. So what if in the future, the robots in Battlefield 6 are self-learning, adaptive, and unpredictable? Like, the AI in Battlefront is so good. They can flank, they can adapt, they can predict, and it's really awesome. Sometimes you can't even see which is the player and which is the enemy. If this gets used in Battlefield 6, this basically means that all the drones that you're gonna be seeing assisting you will potentially, you know, adapt by themselves, will potentially learn so the enemy just doesn't destroy them. So in previous games for Battlefield, maybe if you threw, I don't know, a robot or something, it would just run through and get destroyed. Now it has the ability to adapt, breach, and so on. Now, last time I really talked a lot about the multiplayer leaks, and I did go a bit more into detail about this post, but I feel like I missed a few facts out for the Battlefield 6 leaks or potential rumors. As usual, Conquest TDM Domination will be returning alongside improved versions of the Grand Operations, featuring urban combat based on the earlier leak. You can play as 4 classes, which I already talked about, but probably Assault, Engineer, Support, and Recon. But you can also have different perks, and we already saw this. Now clans are returning thanks to the leaked EA survey, and this is quite possible that in the future you could be playing with your friends or clans, and this is something Battlefield 4 had and we honestly really need. Now there are some guesses to what the multiplayer should have. Is squad reinforcements might be returning to the game. If added, the potential squad reinforcement might be swarm drones, heavy armored vehicles, V1 like rocket strikes, while first strikes, cluster strikes, and ammo med kit drops. And we're gonna be seeing some kind of, squad reinforcements for sure, like some kind of help. Like if you're on the losing side, you're gonna need all the support you can get from drones, 2 airstrikes, 2 rockets, or maybe just a few extra vehicles would be fine as well. Let me know in the comments below what you want to see as a squad reinforcement. Now fortifications might also come, which may range from building sandbags and other makeshift structures. Battlefield is already rumored to feature large-scale destructions, and having these destructions can result in cover being lost, so fortifications can definitely provide cover. And I simply can't agree with this. I don't feel like we're gonna be getting fortifications. Simply put, not a lot of people use fortifications. They're great on the bases, but people prefer the old Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 ways, and in those ways there weren't no fortifications at all. Yes, there is big destruction, but if the destruction is there, it should be destroyed. It shouldn't be, just made up with sandbags, for that example. Now, live service will be used to add content in the game, which is for sure. Now, cosmetic for soldiers, guns, and vehicles will include microtransactions. This is a leak we have heard, and the game will have its own currency, which can be purchased with real money. Now, I don't know how to feel about this. I feel like, yeah, this is definitely possible. It's something that Valorant has. It's something that Overwatch has in some way. And map sizes for 64 versus 64 players, aka 128 player mode, will be similar to larger than Hamada on Battlefield 5. Vehicle like helicopters, bikes, armored cars will be great for traversing through the map. And we also have more guesses on the Battle Royale. So Battle Royale mode is being developed by Criterion, as they also developed Firestorm for Battlefield 5. Battle Royale might be free to play based on the recent survey, and definitely will be free to play in my honest opinion. Battle Royale will feature destruction and will have no connections with Firestorm whatsoever. It will be updated like Warzone. Now, can it combat Warzone? With Warzone, Warzone's getting a lot of fire, but it still has a huge player base, and it always will have until a better game comes along. Now, campaign, judging from the latest Tom Henderson leak, the Battlefield is a sequel to Battlefield 4. This means that China has lost the fictional war and is now no longer considered the superpower. And I definitely want to see what happens in the future. Like, are we gonna be getting some type of a sequel in the story? Is the story over? I won't spoil it for you, but nice to have features would be the soldier dragging mechanic, which was scrapped in Battlefield 5. And this is something they promised but scrapped, so I really feel like they should be making up and adding that, but if not, it's completely fine. An in-game launcher for launching Battlefield 5 and Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 4 is something that we saw in previous games, so it's gonna be in this game as well. More factions being included in future DLCs, like China, India, France, and so on. Special events on some maps would be pretty much awesome. Door breach mechanics similar to Modern Warfare. Now, I'm not sure, but I feel like I have heard this somewhere. Crossplay is something that was leaked, that was in testing, and then community test environment that can help in development of the game and its future updates. Community test environments was missing in Battlefield 5, but it was present in Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 4, and considering how much hype there is for Battlefield 4, yes, we shall see that. But one thing that must not be missing is the anti-cheat. The anti-cheat is simply a must. Also, team balancer. Of course, we're gonna get a team balancer. Custom servers and mutators. A lot of people are asking for a hardcore mode. Now, features which should not be included or should be fixed from a previous game is lengthy animations for reviving, exiting, or entering vehicles. Driving of planes and vehicles should be fixed. Attrition should not be included. Wacky customizations, and there shouldn't be any low visibility issues. This is something that really caught my eye, which adds to the fact I was talking about. Back in 2018, EA released a video called Experimental Self-Learning AI in Battlefield 1. Ever since then, EA has never talked about the AI and its progress. I think that type of AI should be implemented for single player or co-op missions, or even more, it should be implemented for AI drones. and I think this is a lot of cool features we need to see, or we might most likely potentially see, because they will be improving this game pretty hard. So there you have it, all the Battlefield 6 news for today. Be sure to subscribe or leave a like or even leave a comment. Anything will help you today nowadays, that's my promise. And thank you so much for watching until the end, because I really appreciate you being here. This is Battlefield Central. Until next time, a different type of news. Sign out.